Welcome back to the channel Coin Collectors and Treasures Hunters. Today we are taking a closer look at three incredible John F. Kennedy half-dollar coins from the United States, the 1967, 1973, and 1974 issues without mint marks. These coins might look ordinary, but behind their design lies a fascinating story of American history, from the last years of silver content to the early years of copper-nickel coinage. What's even more exciting is that some of these coins, especially in high-grade uncirculated condition or with minting errors, are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today. Let's get started. First up, to understand why the 1967 Kennedy half-dollar is so special, we must travel back to the early 1960s, after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963. The U.S. Mint moved quickly to create a new coin to honor him. The design was approved in record time, and by 1964 the Kennedy half-dollar was born. Initially these coins were 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices and coin hoarding, the U.S. Mint reduced the silver content to 40% starting in 1965. The 1967 half-dollar falls right in this era, making it one of the few silver-clad Kennedy halves ever made. It was struck at a time when Americans were transitioning to a new coinage system, and these coins were often cherished rather than spent. The obverse of the 1967 half-dollar features the left-facing portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. The design captures Kennedy's youthful energy and statesmanship, with the word liberty arching across the top and "In God We Trust" inscribed below. The year 1967 appears prominently beneath his neck on the reverse side. Designed by Frank Gaspar, is the presidential seal, a majestic eagle clutching arrows and olive branches symbolizing both strength and peace. Surrounding the eagle are 50 stars representing the states, and the inscriptions United States of America and half-dollar complete the patriotic design. It's one of the most powerful and enduring designs in American coinage. The 1967 Kennedy half-dollar is composed of 40% silver and 60% copper, with a total weight of 11.50 grams and a diameter of 30.6 millimeters. Each coin contains 0.1479 troy ounces of pure silver, which gives it intrinsic bullion value. In addition to its numismatic appeal, the edges are reeded and the coin has a bright silvery appearance when uncirculated, because all circulating half-dollars from 1965 to 1967 were struck without mint marks. It's impossible to tell where each coin was produced, but most were made at either the Philadelphia or Denver facilities. This was done intentionally to discourage coin hoarding during a nationwide coin shortage. As a result, every 1967 half-dollar you find will have no mint mark. In 1967, the United States Mint struck an incredible 295,046,978 Kennedy half-dollars, a massive number, but still less than the mintage of 1964 or 1965. The Mint also produced proof-like special mint set versions for collectors, since no proof coins were officially made from 1965 to 1967. These SMS coins have a beautiful satin-like finish and are often mistaken for proofs because of their sharp details and smooth surfaces. Most 1967 half-dollars entered circulation, but many were immediately saved by the public because of their silver content. As a result, these coins remain relatively easy to find today, though high-grade examples and SMS coins are always in demand. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know about the coin's value. In fine condition, a 1967 Kennedy half-dollar typically sells for around $5 to $7, largely because of its silver content. In very fine or extremely fine condition, the price can reach $8 to $10. Uncirculated examples can fetch $12 to $18, while SMS versions in high grade may sell for $25 to $50 depending on luster and surface quality. If silver prices rise, the base melt value of this coin also increases. For example, when silver trades above $30 per ounce, the melt value alone can exceed $4.50 per coin. Although the 1967 half dollar is not rare, collectors love it for its historic and metallic significance. Certain era varieties and die anomalies make some 1967 Kennedy half dollars far more valuable than others. Some examples include double die, obverse off-center strikes, planchette cracks, and missing design elements. These minting errors can increase a coin's value to $50, $100, or even several $100s, depending on rarity and visibility. Collectors also look for high-grade SMS coins graded SP67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. These can sell for $100 to $300 in the right market because 1967 marks one of the final years of 40% silver coinage. This year holds a special place in the hearts of silver stackers and numismatists alike. If your 1967 Kennedy half dollar is in fine condition, here's how you can tell. The major features of Kennedy's face are visible but show moderate, where the high points of his hair and cheekbone appear smooth, and some details on the eagle's feathers on the reverse are worn down. The legends Liberty and In God We Trust remain readable but slightly flat. The coin's surface will show noticeable signs of handling and contact marks from circulation, but no deep scratches or damage. Even with this, where fine condition coins retain their full date and details, and they are still worth more than face value because of their silver content and collector demand. When collecting the 1967 Kennedy half dollar, consider both condition and silver value. If you are building a complete Kennedy set, this coin bridges the early silver years and the later copper nickel years, making it essential for any collection. Always handle coins by the edges to prevent fingerprints and never clean them, as cleaning can destroy their numismatic value. Store your coins in acid-free flips coin capsules or albums designed for half dollars for long-term protection. Keep them in a cool, dry environment to prevent tarnishing. Many collectors also keep these coins as a silver investment since they contain nearly 15% of a troy ounce of silver each. The 1967 half dollar is a coin that beautifully blends history, silver, and sentimental worth. And there you have it, the full story of the 1967 John F. Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark. This coin symbolizes an important era in American history and continues to shine with its silver glow and powerful message of leadership and hope. In fine condition, it may only be worth a few dollars, but its emotional and historical value is priceless. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, silver values, and hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Leave a comment below. Do you own a 1967 half dollar? Is it an SMS version or a circulation strike? Let's keep the coin community growing together. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin be a rare one. Next up, to appreciate the 1973 Kennedy half dollar, we need to go back to the origin of the series. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination. The design was created as a national tribute to honor one of the most beloved presidents in U.S. history. While early issues contained 90% silver in 1964 and 40% silver from 1965 to 1970, by 1971, the coin transitioned fully to a copper-nickel composition, the same metal used today. By 1973, the half dollar was still a common coin, but it was already becoming less circulated as vending machines and daily transactions shifted toward smaller denominations. Despite this, millions were minted and they remain an iconic part of U.S. coinage. The design of the 1973 Kennedy $1 continues the same pattern. Established in 1964, the obverse features the left-facing portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts with the word Liberty around the upper edge and the motto "I and God we trust" split. Across his neck the date, 1973, is clearly displayed. Below on the reverse crafted by Frank Gaspar you will find the presidential seal with a majestic eagle holding arrows and an olive branch representing both war readiness and peace surrounding. The eagle are 50 stars, representing each state along with the inscriptions United States of America and $1. This elegant and powerful design symbolizes strength, unity, and national pride. The 1973 Kennedy $1 is made of a copper, nickel-clad composition, meaning it consists of an inner core of pure copper sandwiched between two layers of nickel alloy. It weighs 11.34 grams, measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. The metallic content is 75% copper and 25% nickel, making it durable and resistant to tarnish since 1971. No circulating $1 have contained silver, so the 1973 issue carries no intrinsic bullion value, only collectible and historical worth. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks at the time. In 1973, the Philadelphia Mint struck 64,964,000 Kennedy $1, quite a large number, which makes this coin relatively common in circulated grades. However, no $1 were released for general circulation in 1970 or 1971, so when 1973 coins appeared, they were collected eagerly. The U.S. Mint also produced 1973 D Denver and 1973 S proof versions, but the no mint mark Philadelphia issue is distinct for collectors looking for circulation struck examples because of its wide mintage. Most 1973 $1 in circulation today show noticeable wear, but uncirculated examples remain popular among hobbyists who enjoy building complete Kennedy $1 collections. Now let's talk about the most exciting part, the coin's value. In fine condition, your 1973 Kennedy $1 with no mint mark is typically worth around 75 cents to $1, slightly above face value due to collector interest. In extremely fine condition, the value may rise to $1.50 to $2, while uncirculated coins can range from $3 to $6 depending on luster and strike quality. Certified mint state examples may fetch between $10 and $20, especially if they have bright original surfaces and minimal contact marks. While these values are not sky-high, certain errors, full luster strikes, or toned coins can command premium prices on auction sites. Collectors also seek out error coins and special varieties from the 1973 $1 series. Some notable examples include off-center strikes, die cracks, double die obverse, and planchette lamination errors. Although rare, a 1973 Kennedy $1 with a visible double die obverse where parts of the lettering or Kennedy's profile appear slightly doubled can be worth anywhere between $50 to $150 or more depending on condition. There are also a few proof-like business strikes known from this year which show mirror-like surfaces similar to proof coins. These pieces often bring strong interest from numismatists who collect transitional appearance coins. If your 1973 $1 is in fine condition, here's what to look for. Kennedy's hair will show moderate wear, especially above the ear and along the top of the head, but the major lines of his face and profile will remain clear. The letters of Liberty and I and God we trust should still be readable, although some may appear flat on the reverse. The eagle's wings and shield will show wear, but the overall design remains visible. The coin may have dull, grayish luster from circulation, yet no deep scratches or heavy gouges. Even in this condition, your coin still represents a valuable collectible. especially for those completing year sets or studying the evolution of Kennedy half dollars. If you are planning to collect Kennedy half dollars, the 1973 no-mint mark coin is a key part of the modern copper-nickel era. It bridges the gap between the early silver issues and later commemorative releases to keep your coins in top shape always. Handle them by the edges and store them in non-PVC holders, coin capsules, or archival quality albums. Avoid cleaning your coins. It can permanently damage their surfaces and reduce value. Collectors often seek out coins with natural toning or full luster, as these can add both visual appeal and premium value. Many hobbyists build complete Kennedy sets, including circulation-proof and silver versions, and your 1973 half dollar fits perfectly within that timeline. So there you have it, the complete story of the 1973 John F. Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark from the United States. While it may not contain silver, this coin still carries a deep sense of history, patriotism, and artistic beauty. It represents a transitional period in U.S. coinage and serves as a tribute to one of America's most inspiring presidents. In fine condition, its value may be modest, but its legacy is priceless. If you enjoyed this detailed explanation, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another upload about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below. Do you have this 1973 Kennedy half dollar in your collection? Let's share our stories and keep the passion for coin collecting alive. Next up, the Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Designed as a tribute to the nation's fallen leader, the coin immediately became a symbol of unity and patriotism. The first issues in 1964 were struck in 90% silver, but by 1971, the mint switched to a copper-nickel composition due to rising silver prices. By 1974, this coin had firmly become part of American circulation, yet it continued to carry immense sentimental and historical value. The 1974 no-mint mark issue from Philadelphia reflects the everyday coinage Americans used while honoring one of the most beloved figures in U.S. history. The obverse design features the lifelike portrait of John F. Kennedy, created by Gilroy Roberts, chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. The inscription, "Liberty," surrounds his head with "Iron God We Trust," placed below the chin, and the date, 1974, centered at the bottom on the reverse side. Designed by Frank Gaspar, you will find the presidential seal, an eagle holding arrows, and an olive branch surrounded by 50 stars symbolizing unity among the states. The word United States of America and the denomination half dollar complete the bold patriotic design that still inspires collectors today. The Philadelphia Mint produced the 1974 half dollars without a mint mark, striking approximately 201 million coins that year, one of the highest mintages for the series. Because of this large production number, circulated examples are quite common, but uncirculated condition coins are much scarcer and more desirable. The absence of the mint mark identifies it as a Philadelphia issue, unlike the Denver coins, which have a small D mint mark, or the San Francisco proof versions marked with S. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel with a pure copper core. It weighs 11.34 grams and measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Even though it does not contain silver like earlier issues, its copper-nickel blend gives it a durable and attractive luster, especially in uncirculated condition. When freshly struck, these coins have a bright reflective finish that collectors love, and when preserved properly, they can retain that shine for decades. Condition plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. Coins graded as fine show moderate wear on Kennedy's hair and face, while extremely fine examples have only light where the true gems are uncirculated or mint state. Coins which retain their original luster and sharp details. These coins often grade between MS60 and MS67 depending on how well they have been preserved. Higher grades like MS65 or better are increasingly rare and command premium prices among collectors. Now let's talk about the real value. In fine condition, a 1974 Kennedy half dollar without a mint mark is typically worth around 75 cents to $1 just above face value. However, in uncirculated condition, the value can jump significantly, ranging from $3 to $10 depending on the grade. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can sell for $20 to $40, especially if they have exceptional appeal proof like examples, or coins with errors can fetch even higher prices. Collectors are also drawn to the 1974 Kennedy half dollar because of potential error. Varieties. Some examples show doubling on the motto, "In God We Trust," or the date known as a double die obverse. These errors can increase the coin's value dramatically. Always inspect your coins carefully under magnification, as such variations can turn a simple half dollar into a valuable collectible worth hundreds of dollars. These varieties keep the 1974 issue fascinating for hobbyists and professional numismatists alike. Beyond monetary value, the 1974 no mint mark Kennedy half dollar represents a piece of America's collective memory. It honors the enduring legacy of John F. Kennedy and the optimism of the early 1960s, a spirit that still resonates. Decades later, this coin remains one of the most recognizable and cherished designs in U.S. coinage, often used in collections displays and as teaching tools for new numismatists. Holding one is like holding a small piece of American history in your hand. So if you own a 1974 Kennedy half dollar with no mint mark, take a close look at its condition, shine, and details. It might be worth more than you think. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, this coin is a great addition to any collection. If you enjoyed learning about this fascinating piece of American currency, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss updates on rare and valuable coins from around the world. Thank you for watching, and keep collecting those hidden treasures.